Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. We're so glad that you're here. It's been a very busy December and I wanted to get you a video of something new that I've been doing in my backyard. Yeah, we all get busy this time of year. And as you can tell, this little space near my back porch has been neglected for some time. So what we're going to do is we're going to spruce that up. I started a moment ago by trimming back my amaryllis, which it needs to be trimmed back. It was clearly time to do that. And that will hopefully give that a cleaner look over there, and they will come back in the spring, no problem. But what I wanted to do was take some of these pots that I wasn't using and then clear out some of these pots that had some old plants that had clearly seen better days, like these caladiums right here. I'm just taking those out. I'm going to let them go back into dormancy and then plant them again next year. But I had these three pots here, three tri-level pots that, they were just a mess in this area. So I wanted to get those cleaned up and plant them up for fall and winter. Interesting thing about these pots is I got them on clearance a couple years ago from Home Goods, and they have kind of like a concrete look to them. They're three different size pots, and I thought, you know what, this area right here has just been neglected for so long, so I'm going to clean it up. I have some debris down here. As you can tell, there's a heuchera down there that's doing really well by my feet there, and I'm not going to take that out, but everything else needs to be cleaned up and taken care of. So I washed these pots off, and I'm trying to place them in their area there where they will hopefully look the best. And some of them had old dirt in them that had been used about a year ago, and I wanted to get those all cleared out too and start fresh, since I had some annuals in here over the years, and it's always good to start fresh, especially when you're using containers. So cleared those out, and I had purchased a couple weeks ago these violas that I'm setting down here, that I sat down here, and been so busy that I left them in their little 6-pack cans for way too long. They've probably been out there for at least 3 weeks, or maybe in four weeks. And so they've clearly outgrown their little containers, and they're a little bit leggy. And so when I take them out, I know they're not going to be the best looking, but they're going to transplant just fine. So what I did there was I had some planter mix that I had sitting out. And a lot of the times when you have an open bag of planter mix, sometimes it dries out, and so I wanted to add some moisture into it and turn that around. And what you didn't see was me putting in some of that flower tone fertilizer to really fill it up with the nutrients that it needs to make it through the season. And I'm planting these ornamental kale first, which are super pretty, and every single year I try to get some and plant them somewhere, because they just they just look great this time of year, especially with the colder weather. And I noticed that the colder it is, the more vibrant the color is in the middle of those kale. That purple is really pretty against that like bluish green on the outside of those not petals, but those leaves. So I want to plant those in the center as a centerpiece, which they'll stay nice and low until they bolt at the end of the season. But for right now, they should be fine. And then around them, I'm going to plant a variety of these violas. So I have a yellow, I have an orange, and then I have like a cream and yellow. I'm going to try to plant each one of those varieties in each one of those pots. So what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to cram as many of those annuals in there as possible. And as you can tell, that dirt that I'm putting in there is pretty dry, so I'm going to have to work with that a little bit when I get those watered in for the first time. So anyways, this is going to look so much better. I'm going to clear out the dog bowl that's behind there, and I have a harvest basket back there with a pillow, and I'm going to clear that out and clear out some of this debris that's in here, and then plant the rest up. So yeah, these should last through the season. I don't think I'm necessarily going to have to really fertilize them, because they should be just fine. They're not super heavy feeders. I might give them a little bit of water soluble maybe one time through December, and maybe in January, but I don't think I have to do that. So anyways, I'm going to continue the planting process here with trying to mirror those colors in each one of those pots and the best I can, and then hopefully get them situated. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate you coming around and watching our videos, and we'll see you again in the next video. Until then, have a great one. Bye-bye.